Hello and welcome to Wake Up America. Most Americans look at the space age as a long bygone vestige of the Cold War. The moon missions and the first attempts to break into outer space were a wonderful experiment in human ingenuity, but nothing more. Unfortunately, this is how our government has treated space exploration for most of the past 30 years. We no longer look to space as a place of wonder that deserves to be explored. We look at it as something that has no obvious economic utility and is no longer worth the effort. It should come as no surprise that at the height of the Vietnam War, the government in Washington was faced with a choice: fund the death and destruction of millions of Vietnamese or fund the peaceful exploration of the moon, and chose to vote on the side of war. Ever since the end of the Apollo moon program, NASA has been reduced to a scientific organization with no real economic value. Now is the time to change that faulty logic. The Obama administration seems to have little interest in going to the moon, which is probably a good thing given the complete lack of exploitable resources on our nearest celestial neighbor, but it is definitely interested in going into space. President Obama has called for an intensified movement toward greater space commerce, and he has changed the funding structure in NASA to accommodate more exploration and research. We will soon put the space shuttle in mothballs, but a private company, SpaceX, will step in to replace the shuttle's function. It will do so while creating hundreds of private industrial jobs in the United States, while raising billions of dollars in private capital to fund a greater expansion of the infant space industry. Outer space is the one economic sector where the United States has an insurmountable lead. China and Russia are fairly capable of putting men into space, but the United States is leaps and bounds ahead in terms of technology and capacity. Private companies will not be able to break into space on their own, but with government incentives they can become partners in a space future. Outer space, by its very definition, has limitless resources when compared to the scarcity of Earth. For now, most space industry will be kept to tourism and research, but within a few decades, extraplanetary exploration will be commonplace. A single metal asteroid could be worth trillions of dollars in current market value. At some point, humanity will slip the bonds of Earth and expand into space, and the United States needs to make sure that it uses its place of prominence to ensure that it is along for the ride. For more related news and topics, please tune in and log on every day at economyincrisis.org. And for up-to-the-date news on events from concerned citizens and economy in crisis, please visit us on meetup.com.
Wake up, America! Open up your eyes! Wake up, America! Wake up!